There you go, folks. We're about to get started here. There seems to be a problem with the broadcast. I'm getting intermittent breaks in the broadcast. Hopefully they'll get their act together here. Yeah, so we're about ready to get started here in Scotland. Edinburgh. Head coach Gregor Townsend for Scotland Six Nations. Last week, Scotland held on in a game that looked like they really didn't deserve, and I didn't have time to get the lineup, so I'm working on them now. And unfortunately, the BBC are useless. They don't bother to put the full names of the people because you don't know all the people. Finn Russell there is the captain for Scotland. And Pierre Schoeman wearing the number 1 jersey. I'm just getting all the lineups here. Willems is not playing today for France. He is suspended, I believe, for a red card that he got last game there against Ireland last week. Paul Willems getting that red card after getting 2 yellow cards. He got away with a red card initially, but then eventually got one. So we'll get started here in just a few minutes. What the heck is that? All right, so welcome back to the program, folks. Where's my number 9 at? I'm missing number 9 here. Oh, this is very annoying here. Who is the scrum half for Scotland? Whoops, I've just lost my broadcast. Oh, there it is. Man, I'll tell you, this broadcast from Scotland is very poor today. I don't know why that's happening, but we've got some serious problems with it coming in. Hopefully, it'll go out as we get started here. Come on. There we go, 15. That's a much better one. Okay, I got it here. Let's just redo this whole thing here. I'm going to redo this here in a second, but I've got it. That's Scotland. I don't have France, so I'll use the Scotland one here. So, for Scotland, it's Harry Patterson, Kyle Rowe, Hugh Jones, Sione Tupatolo, Duhan Fondemev on the right wing or the left wing. Finn Russell is the captain. Ben White, co-captain. Jack Dempsey, Rory Darge, Matt Fagerson, Scott Cummings, Grant Gilchrist, Xander Fagerson, George Turner, and Pierre Schoeman. That's your lineup here. I'm going to work on that in a second. The festivities are still. Oh, we're ready to get started here. Here we go. And the whistle blows. And we're underway. Scotland kicks the ball off in the Six Nations. It goes down to France inside the 22. France very angry about their loss last week when they went down to Ireland. And here's a kick over the top by Luku, the scrum half. And Scotland's going to get that. On the French side of the pitch, and immediately hit and taken down is Harry Patterson, his first touch of the game. Scotland at midfield, feeding the ball, going through some phases now. French trying to roll away. Ruck is formed just over midfield. So counter ruck coming from the French side. They're very enthusiastic here in the early stages. Ball is still on the pitch. Ben White digs it out, kicks it over the top. It's going to be taken inside the 22, and the mark is taken down there by the French. Jalibert is the one who gets the ball down there. Mathieu Jalibert for France. Patterson gets the ball. It goes over midfield. Scotland comes up. Finn Russell sends this thing down inside the 22 where it's taken by France once again is Jalibert. Mathieu Jalibert kicks it. This is going to go for touch. Slow some things down. That's a nice kick by Jalibert. Going to put the Scots a bit far back behind their 10-meter line. That's a 40-meter gain. Patterson did not even know he was playing for Scotland until this morning. And here he is out there on the pitch. I don't know if this is his debut, but I don't recognize the name. Here's the line out, Scotland's first line out of the game. They go short. They have it successful. And working across the pitch, Finn Russell sends it down. It bounces just at the 22 and into the hands of Damien Penaud. Penaud sends this ball back the other direction. It stays in play and bounces in touch, and it'll be another line out for Scotland, but further back this time as Penaud's kick gains a little bit more territory for the French side. It's a nice gain of territory there. Gregor Townsend up in the bench for Scotland. They really need to win this game to keep pace with Ireland. And I put my pick in this morning. I picked Scotland. I hope that they prove me correct today. That's more of a hope than an expectation for Super Brew. Here's the line out. Turner to throw it in. And the ball goes successfully. Scotland goes into a maul and start picking up space right away. Heave, boys, heave. Scotland has at the back. It's going to be dug out. Oh, ball stripped out of the hands. There's a knock on. The French successfully steal. Luku has the ball. Here comes France. Scotland has a major cock up here early in the game. But a nice job there on a tackle by Kyle Rowe. Slows down the French. Does a great job. There was no other help out there. And Rowe held up the ball carrier. France now on the front foot inside the Scotland 10-meter line after that mistake. My goodness. Luku comes down the blind side. Here's France driving forward, gaining territory. Whistle blows and a penalty won by Scotland for not releasing. The French call for not releasing the ball. Look at that. So, he's talking to, who's he talking to? Ben White. Ben White is not the captain. Just a little bit of warning there for him. So that's going to be kicked down into touch, and it'll be a line out. Nicely done by the Scotland side. 4 minutes into the contest. Do we have the score up? No, I do not have the score up. Let me get that up very quickly. It's 0-0, so nothing lost there. 0-0 early going here in this game. Oh, my goodness. Now I got to get back here. All right, so Scotland with a line out here, deep in French territory. Chance for some offense here. Let's see Scotland go on the attack here. Oh, the crowd is really into it, folks. Ball is tossed in. It goes deep. Scotland comes down with it. And they come out of it right away. Here comes Scotland at the 22. They've got numbers on the outside, but they cut back to the inside. The ball comes loose. It's a knock-on advantage for France. Ah, shame. That was a good build-up there very quickly. That pace on that was amazing. Luku kicks this down the pitch. Who's going to be back there to get it? Patterson lets it bounce, and it goes into touch. My goodness. All right, so it'll be another Scotland line out, but they lost a lot of territory in that exchange. Lost a lot of territory there. Somebody's injured here. Wow, the crowd is super into this, man. What an incredible atmosphere. So Hugh Jones is the one who's down. We finally get to see who it is. It took them a long time to let me see who the person is down. But Hugh Jones getting some treatment on his calf. Not sure what's going on. So the clock is stopped at 5 minutes, 18 seconds with no score in the game. Oh, the crowd, man, they are just singing there in raucous mood here. I'd be a little concerned if I was Scotland after that performance last week in which they collapsed in the second half. But they're obviously up for this challenge. If they can beat France here, then their only challenge, I think, when the Six Nations should be Ireland. They'll beat England. Man, it's like going to a pub. It's just... Oh. There's a lot of Frog fans there. Listen to this.
Jonathan Dante, and concerns for the man in that coaching box, Gregor Townsend. But
people singing La Marseillaise, singing the French national anthem they're singing the French national anthem in Scotland. All right, here we go for the line out. George Turner to throw it in for Scotland. We're back at play. Hugh Jones apparently will stay in the game. 5:26. The ball goes in. Successful line out for Scotland. They're into a maul close to that touch line on the far side of the pitch. And it looks like this maul's still going forward, but it's looking kind of funky. Still driving slowly. And here's a kick over the top, box kick by the little scrum half up to midfield, and it's taken by the French at midfield. They get the upper hand there. France has the ball now. Aldred throws it to the side, playing the role of scrum half there. Oh, player lifted in the air and dropped on the ground, but not over the horizontal. Ruck form for France. Luku kicks it over the top for France, down outside the 22. And it goes to Finn Russell, who's tackled by then Patterson. He offloads to Patterson. Finn Russell taken down as he released the ball. Ben White's going to go to the opposite side, short side of the field. Here come the Scots driving forward. So here's the kick over the top by Scotland. That's going to go down over midfield. Up in the air, bounces, lost forward by France, picked up on the fly by Scotland down the 10-meter line, playing a knock-on advantage. Here comes Scotland. The French players are offsides, not bothering to retreat. Cyril Bao slow, and they come to the outside. Here comes Scotland, down the near side. Patterson, he's got help inside the 22, back inside. Come on, Scotland. Oh, he's over, he slides over. It's a try to Scotland, baby. What a try. What an unbelievable try. Unbelievable. Ha! Oh! Look at that! Man, oh man, what a try! What a team effort right there. You could see the build-up. They had it coming. Ben White with the try. His 4th try in 20 caps. Man! 7 minutes into the contest, and they score. The crowd is exploding here.
Ben Russell out the back to Tupelotu. Then
and here they come. Patterson gets this thing going, dumps it off on a beautiful pass. Nice behind the back. And he held on to Ben White. What an incredible finish to that thing. Duhan Vandermeer had a bit in that play too. Hugh Jones, and then White behind his shoulder, grabs it like this, slides forward and gets the ball down despite 2 French players trying to tackle him. Man, what an exciting start to this contest. And Scotland is out in front. Man, oh man. Oh, what a pass. BLA could not stop him. Man. Crowd gets quiet now after all that excitement. Kick is straight and true from Finn Russell, and it's 7-0. France is trailing early in this game. Who we got here? We got Debbie Moray, got Gern Risler, Chris Murray, Timothy van Heerden, Debbie Moray, I said that already. S. Buck is here, Paul Howard. Got to say, 6 Nations is such a good con. Nothing like, yeah, it is pretty cool. All right, the restart, Scotland has it at the 22, leading 7-0 early in the contest. That was just brilliant work by a team. And here's a kick by Scotland, going to clear it up to Ramos. Ramos has the ball now. Oh, they turn it. Ramos has it. Luku inside the 22. France is already in good shape here. Moments later, they're playing advantage. France playing advantage. They go to the wide side. Luku to the outside. Ramos dumps it to Pinot. Pinot is taken. Oh, was tackled there. Luku. They come back the other way. Sitting about 15 meters away. France is on the front foot here. Here they come. Taken down there. Nice tackle by Scotland. But they are playing advantage as France. And now they're down to about 10 meters. Jalibert with the carry. Here they come to the outside. Pinot once again. It gets into the hands of the team captain, Gregory Aldred, who drives all the way down the 5-meter line. Here come the French. They try to go to the outside. And we're going to come back for the advantage. Offside on Grant Gilchrist. They're going to come back to around the 22. Scotland got down to the 5-meter line. They're going to take the points. These are gift points right in front of the post. We'll have to wait and see. Man, oh man. So I'm trying to see what they're going to do, what decision they come up with here. Have not seen a decision from them just yet. Gautier's never lost 3 matches in a row. If they lose, they're going to go for the points here. Ramos will kick the points. They've never lost 3 in a row under their current coach, Gautier. So if they lose today, this would be shocking for the French. Here's the kick. They should make this easily. He's going to get it, and it's 7-3. And a big response. A lot of French people in the crowd. So a lot of French fans, I should say. 7-3. In this contest, France gets on the board, and we are at 11:30 in the contest, and France is on the board. So Scotland will kick back to them. Gaultier not looking too thrilled up there in the booth. Just trying to get something done here, folks. Sorry. Here's a restart. Kicked deep inside the 22, taken by the French. Come charging up towards the 22. First contact, bounces off, and then the tackle's made. Ruck form. Luku at the back of that ruck trying to dig it out of there. And here we go down the pitch. So it's going to be a line out to Scotland now. Take him back. Over midfield comes Scotland. They go to the outside. Nice pass there. Go wide to the wing. Charging down the wing. Oh, it's a hooker, and it bounces off Duhan van der Merwe's face. So it's play on. Scotland still has the ball. But they're going to get a penalty here unless something... Oh, no, he can dig it out. Good. So Duhan van der Merwe digs it out, but he throws it high, off balance. Scotland retains possession. Inside the French 10-meter line. Finn Russell. Gilchrist goes forward now. Ball bounces on the turf. Picked up over there. Nicely done by Hugh Jones. But France is on top of it. They steal it. There's a knock-on advantage there. France has the ball. Luku comes to the near side. One defender out here. Ball's kicked down the pitch, but into the hands of Patterson, who's doing a great job out here for Scotland early on. Patterson up the midfield. Tackle there. The knock-on advantage obviously was over. Finn Russell goes wide to the opposite side, and they throw it away. Oh, my goodness. Hugh Jones throws it, and Patterson wasn't looking. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it was Turner out there. Turner thought somebody was on the outside. It wasn't. Turner, the hooker, was on the outside, and he thought it was for someone, and there was no one there. Shame. So that ball is turned over to France. Scotland had a nice bit of offense going there. So just over midfield, it'll be France's ball. One handling error for each side at this point. France get their first line out. Luku with the ball now. Oh, there's some pace coming up over midfield. Oh, there's a line break for France inside the 22. What a carry. Tackled inside the 5-meter line. Oh, and it's stolen by Duhan van der Merwe. What a brilliant job. What a kick. Oh, my goodness. This is exciting stuff here, folks. France nearly scores. Fickou gets down inside the 5-meter line. They scramble and panicky pass the ball. Duhan van der Merwe intercepts it, rushes up the sideline, kicks it about 50 meters down the pitch, dribbling down the sideline. Fickou nearly scored, but it was none other than Duhan van der Merwe who made the tackle, then gets up and steals the ball. It would have been a try for sure. What a heroic effort by Duhan van der Merwe. Oh, you got to love that South African talent. You got to love it. What an incredible sequence of events by Duhan van der Merwe just when it looked like Fickou was going to score. Wow. This is ultimate rugby here, folks. This is incredible stuff. What an incredible turn of events we're seeing here. What's going on? The French are slowing things down. There's a lot of boos from the crowd. Listen to the crowd here, folks. A lot of booing going on here. Listen to this. Crowd going wild. Here's the line out from Turner. Scotland wins it, but they knock it backwards. Turner gets it. Here comes Scotland. Rory Darge, co-captain. Finn Russell throws it over midfield. Tackles made. Scotland looking very energetic in this game, but France has the pace when they need it. I'll tell you, it was a dangerous carry by Fickou there. Antonio trying to get out of the way for France. He finally does. Call to use it for Ben White. Ben White will do a box kick over the top. This ball is going to get down inside the 10-meter line. Taken on the fly down there by Tomas Ramos. Duhan van der Merwe overran it. Hands on the ground. Penalty against Scotland. Who's that on? Gilchrist? Very cheap penalty by Scotland given away there. Look like we got a substitution coming in here. Scotland has a substitution, folks. I'm not sure who's coming in. Take a look at this. I need my marker here. There it is. So we have a substitution. I don't know what's going on. Is it HIA or what? It's an early substitution. Oh, ball doesn't find touch. The French make a big mistake. Finn Russell comes charging up the pitch, kicks it down the other direction inside the 22. So, wow. Turner's out. George Turner came out. Ewan Ashman comes in to replace Turner at 17 minutes. That's crazy. Why is Turner out? Ashman comes in. That was a quick substitution. And that was a bad line out, but they got away with it. Finn Russell kicks it high into the air. Coming to the near side. It's raining there. Oh, it's dropped by Ramos, and he goes into touch. Another mistake, unforced by the French. Wow, and the crowd is raucous. Tomas Ramos dropped that ball, and then it dribbles into touch. He had Kyle Rowe right in his face, but Rowe stood up and didn't try to tackle him as to avoid a penalty there. Patterson was also over there. Patterson having a heck of a debut here for Scotland. And the line out successful into the hands of Tupatolo. His first carry of the game. Finn Russell with the ball now. He hands it off to the inside, approaching the French 22. Scotland leading 7-3 here. 18 minutes, 7 seconds in the contest. Ball goes wide on the outside. Patterson's over there. Ruck is formed. And a penalty advantage for Scotland here in a makeable. Fiku laying on the ground, not rolling away. Fagerson, they're going to come back for the penalty. Not releasing in the tackle by Fiku. So will Scotland go for the corner? I think they will rather than take the points on offer. They want to run up these points here. Fiku, after that dramatic carry earlier, makes a big mistake right there. Thanks to the 33 people currently here. Finn Russell's kicking for the corner. The crowd cheers. And it's going to be an 8-meter line out. Not quite as far as he could have gotten. 8 meters. Oh, I called it 8. They say 8.1 meter. I got that perfectly. Who needs a computer to judge the distance on the field? Certainly not me. 8 meters is what I said. It's 8.1. So let's get back to live action here, boys. Here we go. Ashman, the replacement for George Turner, taken out of the game very early. Ewan Ashman to throw it in. Scotland goes deep, successful, into a maul. Heave, says the crowd. And it collapses at the 5-meter line. Counter ruck coming from the French, but the ball's there for Ben White. Skuman. Pierre Skuman with a carry. Oh, nice carry there by Ashman. Down to 3 meters. Scotland's on the front foot here, going through phases. Another phase. Ball's picked up. Skuman goes forward. Ball squirts out, picked up by Ben White. Does a dummy. Oh, but he runs into a wall. It was a good idea, but he didn't see the two French players sniping there. 5 phases. Offside right in front of the post. Easy 3 points. Scotland should get 3 out of this minimum, but they're 2 meters out. And they're trying to go playing advantage. Oh, they go the other side. Finn Russell cuts back. Oh, they got him. Got to come back for the advantage. I think Scotland will do a tap and go here. No try. That was not where the mark was. Ben White did a quick tap and go, but that was not where the mark was. Crowd disappointed. But sorry, Ben White. Nice try, but that's not where the mark was. Finn Russell's going to do a tap and go here, I imagine, just in front of the post. Oh, they're going to have the shot. Wow. Okay. Straight on, but my goodness, they didn't take the scrum. They're going to go for the points. Scotland looking to make it a 10-3 game. Oh my goodness, wow. Exciting stuff from Scotland. The French played 150% of their ability, at least. That's how they felt. Still losing against the Bucks broke them. Yeah, it did. It did. They haven't been the same team, have they? My goodness. 17 likes, 36 people currently watching. 163 have popped in for a free broadcast, most of them. 26 seconds on the shot clock here for Scotland. And there it is. 10-3 is the score. Scotland 10, France 3. All right, 21-39 in the first half. Probably the smart decision there. Here's the restart. The French kick it to the near side outside the 22. Scotland goes up. They get it. It was Gilchrist who came down with it. Ruck is formed. Ben White's over there. Try to get a bit longer ruck. There's the ball. Ball kicked over the top. Going to be about midfield, taken there by Thomas Ramos. Ramos dancing around, gets over midfield, close to the Scotland 10-meter line. Luku back to the middle. Kick over the top by Jalabert. Chases on. Who's going to get it? Finn Russell knocks it on. And then France knocks it on. Oh, that was danger close for Scotland. Boy, Jalabert, man, really put that ball in a good spot. Kicked. He saw the gap. And then Finn Russell knocks it on. And then France. So it's going to be a scrum to France if I've read this correctly. It is a scrum to France. Pack weights, 9:11 for Scotland, 9:28 for France. "23 minutes into the contest, a sold out full house. Full house. So Nick Berry from Australia is the official out there, and they've got that Georgian Amesh Goulet on the sideline. Jordan Way. Bind. Set. First scrum of the game. This one's 23 minutes in. Took a while to get one. It's a French scrum. Ball's at the back. Call to use it. And they get it out of there. Luku. Cut back. Oh, they're cutting to the middle, but the tackle's there. There's a replacement for France. On the outside to Biari, and it goes back to the center. France sitting around that Scotland 22. Luku goes the opposite side. Antonio taken down over. They go on the far outside. Fiku with the ball now. It takes two players to bring him down. Inside the 22. Down about 15 meters now. Ball pops loose. But France retains it. But back outside the 22. Finn Russell there for a tackle. No, it's Duhan Fandemeva. France trying to get the pass, but there was no one to get it to as Scotland makes the tackle. Entry from the side for Scotland. Lucky they didn't have a penalty called on them there. Ball's bouncing on the turf for France. And Ramos hits a wall at the 22. Scotland needs to adjust their defense. Sirabai trips. He slides on the turf at the 22. Fiku sends it over. Tackles made there. Jalabert to Pinot. Pinot now cuts back to the middle. He's taken down. France, did they get a knock on there? It's a knock on. All right. France turns it over. Damien Pinot. Wow. But you cannot write this French side off, folks. It may be looking good for Scotland right now. Pinot loses that ball forward, so it'll be a scrum to Scotland now. They're first of the game. One of the front rowers getting treatment here for Scotland. Nick Berry down there talking to the player. Excitement is real. It is very real. It's good stuff. John Austin Burns said take the points. They did take the points, and that was the right decision. It's an easy 3 points. You really can't pass those up. They're right in front of the post. I thought the mark was to the left of the post, but apparently it's right in front of the post, so you can't pass that up. Even at that distance, left of the post would have been fine. So we're still waiting for the injuries. It was Xander Ferguson who was getting treatment there on the pitch. He's okay. He's digging some turf out of his cleats now. Got a lot of grass in there. So this is a scrum to Scotland. It's nice to see a full major sports venue like this, completely full. All right, here we go. Murray Field in Edinburgh is the scene. 25 minutes, 11 seconds into the game. 10-3, Scotland out in front. They've had some great pace in this game. They've had some nice offense. They've built things up quite well. Crouch. Bind. set. And that ball's kicked down the pitch. Ramos gets it. He does the dummy to throw it back in. He catches it in touch, and it'll be a line out to France. It was a nice kick. That's just over midfield. By the way, folks, just to let you know, we just hit 4,200 subscribers on the channel. Thank you for that. Also, the bogus World Rugby copyright strike that was applied against my channel. Are we live? There we go. That was applied against my channel after the World Cup has now expired. My channel is free of bogus strikes from the corrupt World Rugby. Line out is knocked backwards, and I think there might have been a penalty there. I'm not sure for touching the player in the air, but no, there wasn't. Scotland has it. Finn Russell looking for space, kicking 50-22. It's a 50-22! Did he get it? Did he get a 50-22? Let's see where he's at. He's right at midfield. I think it's a 50-22. Let's see if Scotland gets the ball. Brilliant. Either way, it's a brilliant kick by Finn Russell over the head of the defender. No, it's not a 50-22. It looked like a 50-22 to me. It was right there on the line. Turner looks like he's getting ready to come back. It must have been a head injury assessment for him. So line out to France, deep in their own territory. 37 meters were gained on that kick. I thought that was at 50-22. They go short, and they lose. The French go back to their 5 meter. Oh, nice tackle from behind by Ben White. Takes down Movaka. France has the ball at about 12 meters out now from their try line. Boy, that grass is getting stuck in all the cleats. It's quite a mess out there. A wet field at Murray Field. Luku kicks it over the top, looking to clear this thing from inside his 22. Finds touch, taken over there by Hugh Jones. Or Kyle Rowe, Kyle Rowe. So it'll be a line out to Scotland. Yeah, that bogus strike is gone, so my channel's free of strikes now. Enjoy the morning presentation. Stick to your principles and honesty. Make people use their brains and not irrelevant emotions. Question all things. Thank you, Gus. That's what I want people to do. And thank you for enjoying the show earlier. Line out successful. Ashman has... Okay, Turner's back. Oh, they throw it away. Offsides, that's why. France steals it because they were offside. They never retreated. So that's a makeable penalty. Aldridge asking a question of Nick Berry. They were offside. But Scotland threw that away. But the player was way offside. So Turner's back in. It must have been a head injury assessment. So Aldridge is talking to Nick Berry. So Finn Russell said, we're going to go for the post. It's right at the 22, straight in front. 28 minutes. Take the points on offer. Oh, it is pouring. Thank you for those kind words, Gus. I could have not used the profanity. That wasn't necessary, but it's kind of irritating. Hearing that lady who claims to be a lawyer call me a liar, she wasn't even present. Finn Russell now. Chance to add some points. Here's the kick, and it's good, straight and true. And it's 13-3, Scotland out in front. Restart. Scotland has the ball outside the 22, and they're not releasing, so penalty call, but France has the ball. They're moving. Biarri with the ball. So they're playing advantage, our France. Ooh, big tackle there. Luku goes back to the middle, so Scotland lives dangerously after scoring here, putting France in good shape down inside the 22. Big tackle there by Jack Dempsey. The French now, 8 meters away. Luku picks it up. He comes to the near side. Movaka tackled 7 meters out. Luku France trying to come hard. Aldred, hands off to Ramos. He's down to 5 meters. They're driving. It's a maul. Ball comes loose. Who's got it? I think Scotland stole it. Nope. France still has it. They're inches away. Centimeters from a try is France. Luku back to the middle. And they go to the outside. There's nobody home. Fiku is going to score in the corner all by himself. And France scores. You'd think it was a French home side. Listen to the crowd. No, Chris Marie, the video is not available from early to watch because I didn't like that I used profanity, and so I made it hidden. If you want to watch it, I can send you a private link. Okay? Let me see. Live. Oh, no, I can't right now. I'm not on that channel. No, I made it unavailable. I was angry, and I told the lady to go screw herself. She wasn't present. It's just someone was lying about me. So Fiku gets the try for France, and they're back in business. You cannot let the French creep up on you. So Fiku with a try. 2 tries in this game. Here's a kick. That's going to get through. Wow, Ramos with a nice kick. Flags go up. So it's 13-10 now. Here's a restart inside the 22. France coming over the 22. Ruck is formed. Luku's back there to get the ball. He'll dig it out. Going to go for the box kick. Use it is the call from Nick Berry. Luku kicks it high into the air. Patterson goes up, and he's hit in the air, and he recovers the ball. It went backwards. Nicely done by Patterson. Boy, that young kid's got his head in the game for sure. He was hit in the air. There should have been a penalty on that. But I suppose they're saying it was a fair contest. So Ben White kicking this ball. Duhan Fundamental knocks it backwards where it's picked up by White. The guy who kicked it, he feeds the ball back to Patterson. Patterson's tackled. Scotland now with a chance. White. Uh-oh, it was a whistle. What's the call? Come back for original knock on no advantage, so it's going to be a scrum to Scotland, I think. Yeah, that was a knock on there. All right, so they're going to come back for that. African Borki says, man, too easy. What? Sean Raynell. What's Sean Raynell got? What's this question? YouTube channel is showing the game live without any strike. Well, they'll get one eventually. No, Chris Marie, he's talking about another channel, a YouTube channel showing the game. Well, thanks for sharing that, so my audience disappears. I can't show the game. It's illegal. If Peacock has the rights, NBC will hit me with a copyright strike just like that. Just like that. Yeah, I wish I could. I would love to show you the game and do the commentary so you can't hear it. I'll just do the commentary. That would be great, but I don't own the broadcast rights, so that's a serious copyright thing. I'm not going to lose my channel. This channel had 3 bogus copyright claims against it, strikes, and I would have lost the channel, but I fought hard to keep this channel. I fought very hard to keep this channel. Crouch, scrum to Scotland. Bind. Set. And the ball's in there, and Ben White at the back, call to use it. He digs it out. Outside the 22. Oh, that's a hard pass to get. Nice job. Oh, Finn Russell does an incredible job getting a terrible pass as he's falling down. Passes it off to Patterson. Patterson's pushed back by Fiku and tackled. So Scotland does a nice job to hold on to that. Oh, heroic effort by Finn Russell. Finn Russell now to the outside. Xander Ferguson with a carry. Somebody who's been very quiet in this game is Pierre Skuman. Russell kicks it through, but it's picked up inside the 22 by Ramos, who's on that touchline and kicks it. Is it going to come back? No, it was a very tough angle, so it goes out very short distance. So good territorial game there. So Tupatolo just left that ball hanging in the air, and Finn Russell, what an incredible job to catch it, maintain his balance, and as he's falling, make a very good, clear pass to his teammate. Finn Russell having a heck of a game, as is Duhan Fandemava. But Turner's back in there. Must have been a head injury assessment that he went out earlier. Yeah, it's like listening to radio in the old days, yeah. All right, Scotland leading 13-10, 35 minutes in the first half. Here's the lineup. That's not straight. From above, it's not straight. They get away with it. Nick Berry doesn't catch it. Tupatolo goes down to about just outside the 22. Scotland pressing now inside the 22. They've got on the front foot here. They've got pressure building up. They go back to the outside, but France is able to adjust their defense. Need to come back to the near side because there's no... Oh, nice carry by Scotland. Yeah, pour it on, boys. 8 meters away now. Ben White. Ferguson. Ball's on the pitch. Did France steal it? Scotland has it. Rory Darge, a co-captain. They're back to the 5-meter line. Ball's on the pitch. Picked up. Oh, going forward is Gilchrist. He's out to a meter. Duhan Fandemava tries to go, but they dive at his legs and he stopped. Scotland. There was a knock on, but they're playing advantage. Man, Scotland is building his pressure. They need to get a try here. They're not going to go for the post here. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. And they're going to tap and go. Scotland, big boys game. They're putting it all on the line here. Tap and go for Scotland. Crowd cheers them on for being men. Oh, come on. Jack Dempsey's close, but the push back. They go the other way. Finn Russell cuts back. He's down to 1 meter. Scotland. Ball's available. Ben White in the hands of Darge. He's back to 1 meter. Lots of pressure from Scotland. France is just lying there. Oh, big hit there on Finn Russell. Ball's available. Scotland's got to bring it out wide. Quit trying to push it through here. Tupatolu. Finn Russell. He's losing pace. Oh, they throw it into the hands of France. But there was a penalty. Oh, my goodness. That was a sloppy pass. Lots of pressure by Scotland there. Offside. And now Aldridge's getting a warning. 3 times they've had penalties down here. No arms tackle. Offsides.
No attempt to replicate the shoulder try. So it's going to be a yellow card.
Oh!
The ball, sorry. White 3 it was.
Yeah.
Yellow card. Yellow card on France. Oh, Antonio goes out. No arm tackle on Antonio at 37-34. He doesn't think he did it. Wow. Yep. There it is right there. 2 guys with no arms. Yep, he's right. That's the yellow card. No doubt about it. It's also a dangerous tackle. That guy's huge. The size of a horse, man. He could have hurt somebody. He looks a little puzzled by it, but that's a clear yellow card. It might be a red card. He went to the bunker with it. So what are they going to do? They kick him for the post? Or are they doing a scrum here? What's going on? So they've got to bring in Aldegheri to have a scrum. So someone's going to have to leave. So France down to 14 players, and it went to the bunker for red card review. It was a no-arms tackle. It was high. That might be a red card. That would be 2 games in a row that France gets a red card. That would be something, wouldn't it? $25 likes. Bielbiari goes out. Aldeguerre comes in so they can have a scrum. This will be a Scotland scrum. They need a big one here, boys. You're up by one player. So now they've sucked all these guys in to the scrum. France is down one player. That's going to open up a lot of space if they can get the ball out of that scrum. Crowd is into it. Listen to the crowd, folks.
They're going for the set-piece scrum.
Behind. Up, reset. Reset. That was quick. Down to 2 minutes left in this first half. 9:44 on the clock, and he stopped on that yellow card clock. They've stopped the game clock to talk to the two sides about this scrum. Here we go. Clock, not there it goes. 37:50 in the first half. Crouch. Bind. Set. Come on, Scotland. Get the ball in there. It's in the pipe, but he can't get to it. It collapses. There's the ball. It comes to the back finally. Luku's grabbing a hold of the other scrum half. Finn Russell. Got numbers out here, but they let the French get into place. Oh, they're going to turn it over for not releasing. Offside again against the French. My goodness. Finn Russell's going to tap it, go. Does the dummy, doesn't do it. Oh my goodness, boy. Scotland is being bailed out time and time again here by French mistakes. How about a yellow card for all these penalties? Another scrum again. They barely won that scrum. They want to do another one. Yeah, Luku played Ben White. That should have been a penalty for playing him before. Find him over, got tackled by Jalabert on the outside on that play. Otherwise, Scotland would have scored a moment ago. Final minute of the first half. Luku's got a bit of a cut on his forehead there, right about there. All right, interesting facts. The squad features 4 South African players. Nell is not playing. Skuman, Kyle Sten is not playing, and Duhan Vandenberg. Yep, Skuman and Duhan Vandenberg are playing. Kyle Sten is not there. He's not even on the roster today. 30 seconds left in the first half. Scotland's got to get a try here now. Set! Ball goes in the pipe. Nicely done by Ben White to get it back there. And Scotland has a penalty called against them on the scrum. Oh my gosh. They lose the scrum penalty and that ends the threat. What a stupid turn of events. And 2.5 minutes of that yellow card has been run off now. Oh my gosh. Why do teams go for the scrum?
Okay. It's low degree of danger. Okay.
Okay, so it remained a yellow card. So they're going to kick it to the sideline, France, and that's halftime. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Not a high degree of danger is the ruling on Antonio's yellow card. So he'll be back in about 7 minutes in the second half. Scotland really screwed the pooch there. They could have at least come away with 3 points. They come away with nothing by collapsing the scrum. And the thing is, it didn't have to happen. The ball was available, and White was taking a long time to dig it out there. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of scrummaging. If you can avoid scrummaging, do it. Unless you have complete dominance, you shouldn't be doing it. It's a big mistake in the game of rugby, in my view. Hey, Mario Serato, welcome to you. Pleasure to have you join us today. Ireland's playing Italy, and normally I'd say that would be a stomp for Ireland, but I'll tell you, Italy played quite well last week against England. I'm afraid for the second time, Scotland. Okay. Robert Wood says, Skuman. Duhan Makan plan. Yeah, well, he's got a plan. He's playing very well. Duhan Vandenberg is playing very well, as is Finn Russell thus far in this game. Going into the locker room, the Scotland players making their way in now. There's Jack Dempsey, Duhan Vandenberg, Rory Darge, and now we're into the French room where Antonio's in there. Boy, their locker room looks like half the size of the Scotland locker room here at Murray Field in Edinburgh. Well, folks, this one's exciting, is it not? I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty thrilled with it. Big crowd there. A lot of people out now probably, extinguishing their bladder warning lights and retanking up with some beer at this hour. Crew out on the field, tending to the pitch. It's been rainy and unpleasant there at Murray Field. Overcast skies in Scotland. Sounds like Scotland, doesn't it? Hardly a surprise there. But yeah, what a first half here. Some very exciting moments. Some very exciting moments in that first half. Yeah. So how are we doing? We only got 219 people tuned in for this, but we got some dedicated viewers, 37 watching it right now. Thank you for that. 25 likes. That thing isn't budging. If Scotland can keep good discipline, yes, that's true, Nick, but their discipline has let them down, as it did right there, and their performances also let them down at times. Yep. But France is making more mistakes than Scotland at this point. So let's see if Scotland can hold on to it. So the rest of the... Okay, here we go. So we've got... the first half stats, Scotland's made 65 carries, France just 49. They've made 310 meters each, exactly the same. Here's an alarming statistic for Scotland, though. They missed 10 tackles. France has missed 5. France has conceded 7 penalties. Man, oh man. Scotland's had 10 lineouts. They've won all 10. France has lost one of their 3, and Scotland lost that scrum, one of their 3 scrums, that last one there. Big mistake in there. But let's take a look at the rest of the Six Nations here. Ireland's out in front of the log. They with that bonus point victory over France last week in Marseille, they move out with a 5 points in the Six Nations. Good way to get it started there for them. And let's take a look at the table here. Standings. There we go. So Ireland, 21-point differential out in front because they stomped France last week. They get the bonus point and they have 5 points, 1 win from 1 game. They'll be playing Italy. England is second with their victory over Italy, but only up by 3 points, point differential. They score 4 points because they failed to get a bonus point. Scotland is in third place, 1 win from 1 game. They won by a single point, and they also have 4 points. Wales, which lost to Scotland, is in 4th place. Then Italy, which lost to England, is in 5th place. And France, which got pummeled last week, is in last place at the moment. But today, we've got England and Wales after this game. Tomorrow, it's Ireland and Italy. I'll probably cover that game tomorrow. I might have to decide. Ireland, Italy, because it's tomorrow. I thought that game was today. I might be able to cover that tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I can. Maybe I shouldn't commit to that because I've got to be somewhere at noon, and that's 2 hours. But, yeah, so meters made in this game. Ramos has got 67, Fiku 66, Patterson's 50, and Rory Darge 31. Yeah, so Patterson's playing really well for Scotland. I'm impressed by his play so far and his composure in this game. It's been really good under a lot of pressure for the guy who didn't even know he was going to be playing in this game until just before it started. So there's some really great build-up. The try that Scotland scored was unbelievable, and Patterson had a big role in that. And then, of course, Ben White catching that ball off his shoulder and hanging on to it. That was incredible. So, yeah, Six Nations action here, folks. What an incredible tournament Six Nations can be. Something amazing. Last week, it was Ireland 38, France 17 in Marseille. It was England in Italy, just getting by Italy, 27-24, and then Wales at home lost to Scotland, 27-26. But Scotland had a 27-0 lead, so let's see how they do. So this is the second week. Next week after this will be on the 24th of February. So there's a break after this. 24th February is the next Six Nations contest. Then it's 9 March, 16 March, and 5 of 5 weeks for Six Nations. And once again, I think it should have been expanded to 8 nations with the addition of Georgia or Portugal and South Africa. That would have made this truly incredible Six Nations. But they didn't quite go in for that, so we'll see what happens. What a great job by Ben White on watching the replay where he actually caught that ball off his shoulder, had the composure to grab a hold of it when people were trying to tackle him, and slid across for the try. He was pretty stoked about it. He's pretty chuffed. You can see him on the turf there on that replay. Ramos was in on that attempted tackle, but didn't quite stop him from scoring that try. But the French came back with a try in the opposite end in the far corner by Fiku. Gael Fiku with a big try there to get the French back into this game. Scotland had a chance to take a bigger lead into halftime, but they screwed the pooch royally, folks, when they turned the ball over in a scrum. Yep, shame. Anyway, it's halftime. I didn't put the halftime marker up. I usually do that. So there you go. Halftime. There you go. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Not much. How Wales came back in second half last week. French might do the same. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm concerned about is that they let themselves down last week, but they're home. Hopefully they can hold on. How is Ireland positioned? Any predictions for the final? Ireland is positioned quite well. They're in first place. Of course, they've still got to play everybody but France. They should beat Italy tomorrow. I say should. That doesn't mean they will. They should beat Italy tomorrow, which would keep them in first place, especially if they get a bonus point victory. And then they'll have England and Scotland left to play. England, Scotland, and Wales. Excuse me. England, Scotland, Wales. They should beat Wales. They should beat England. The question will be whether they can beat Scotland. When Scotland's playing well, they're really at the top of their game. But right now, it's hard to say what Scotland's going to do. So we'll see going forward. Yeah, last time somebody subscribed to the channel was 19 days ago. Wow. We haven't had a game in 19 days? That's crazy. That's just crazy, man. I haven't put a prepared video on my channel since November. Wow. Just been doing live broadcasts, live streams of games. But we're 4,200 on the channel. All the strikes, the bogus strikes from World Rugby are gone. And yeah, thankfully, it's taken off. So good to see. Channel's back healthy again. I was shocked that I got copyright claims and strikes for my own content. It was such bogus stuff. I traveled to France. I paid the money. I produced the content. It was mine. No one else's symbols, no one else's commentary, no one's music, no one's video, all my own. And World Rugby had the audacity to get a copyright strike declared against me. And I had to appeal it. In the meantime, they declared another copyright strike against me. And then another one. And I would have lost my channel had I not appealed those things. And the first two strikes I successfully had removed. The third one, they would not rescind it, even though they attacked 5 of my videos. They rescinded it on 2 of the videos and then didn't rescind on the other 3. Totally capricious. No rhyme or reason to it whatsoever. My argument was the same for all of it, and it should have carried through just the same. But I got them back. Oh, yeah, Debbie, I've still got the cough, but it's much better now, whatever it is. I'm taking Mucinex, which helps reduce phlegm. So, yeah, I've had that since the first week of December. Hasn't gone away. Yep. I've been to the clinic. I've had a chest x-ray. There's nothing there. It's not TB. It's nothing wrong. Yeah, it's still lurking. It's still there. It hasn't quite gone away. Ireland will get the Grand Slam, and the Six Nations, says Colonel Lizzo. Well, we'll see. Oh, the guy who had the other game on got a strike. Yeah, so it's gone. Is that what you're saying, Jean-Ray? It's gone. Yeah, you can't do that. These people come on YouTube. They think you make a channel. They don't think that the computers are watching this stuff. They are. That's why I don't do it. You know. And again, this is what we can do. And some people, many people value this service, and I enjoy calling the games. Someone asked me earlier in the previous stream, or was it on this one? I think it was in the previous stream about me getting into rugby. And I said, I don't know. I'd love to do rugby announcing, but I don't think anyone's ever going to hire me for that. So yeah, I'd love to do it. I don't know if I'm the right personality that they would want. So anyway, 31 here, halftime, 34 here. They didn't look to bother and assess properly. Yeah, Jean-Ray, I'm missing that too, but we've got that coming up. Let me take a look at United Rugby Championship and look at the schedule coming up. So we're like in round, 12 or something like that? Let me look and see. Match center. Round 10. Oh, round 10, excuse me. So 16th. So next week we have URC stuff back. So on Friday, it's Scarlets versus Munster, Zebra versus Edinburgh. And then Saturday, it's the Lions and Bulls. They're back. And then the Sharks and Stormers. So all South African sides will be playing next Saturday. I'll try to cover those games. Leinster and Benetton is on at the same time as the Sharks and Stormers. Wow. So that's next week. And then let's take a look at the week after that. Next one's after that is not until March. So there's this weird schedule. You got a game, you got a week break, you got a schedule, you got a week break. So next week, 17th, and then the next game they play is on March 1st. So, and March, South African sides will play on March 2nd. Yeah, so there's a week break in there. So crazy stuff. Anyway. Yeah, so. Anyway, the chest x-ray, nothing there. Examining me, my heart is great. All the valves, everything was great. The doctor listened to it, complimenting on it. Blood flow is great. But something is exacerbating my mucous membranes in my lungs. Don't know what it is. So the Mucinex has helped immeasurably. It's cut down on the coughing. I'm not coughing constantly, coughing occasionally, but it's from a buildup of mucus. So anyway. Yep. Imagine all the energy it takes to produce that stuff. It's wasted by the body. I don't know why it's bothered, but they gave me steroids initially, and I don't know that helped or didn't help, but yeah, not sure. I don't know what silent reflux is. Never heard of that before. Wow, Bristol got stomped, John Ray. That's huge. Yeah, no, it's a Klingon. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of like the people who, got the long Rona. They couldn't shake it. I don't know what this is. I mean, I don't have a fever. I don't have a flu. I can exercise. I mean, anyway. Don't know how long it'll go on, but it is definitely something. It's probably another Chi-Com bioweapon we've been exposed to. Could be another Chi-Com bioweapon. The French getting ready to come out of the locker room. Remember the yellow card on Antonio. All right, Scotland just clapping. They're just getting up. Lots of grass laying around on the floor in there as the players get up, get ready to head back out on the pitch. Overcast, gray, rainy day in Edinburgh at Murray Field. So, yeah, URC's coming back. We also got EPCR. Let's take a look at the schedule on that one. April is the next match is there for the Champions Cup, and for the Challenge Cup it's also April 5th. So we come back to that in April. Excuse me. So that's what's coming up. As far as God bless. We just persist to stay healthy. Okay, thanks, Debbie. So, told you before, my knowledge of rugby is very dangerous. I'm just here for the commentary and the beard, says Leuven. Yep. Okay, so, boy, it's taking a long time for these guys to get out. Here we go, finally. Officials coming back out on the pitch. And Scotland needs to do a little bit better job in their execution. So nobody's running on the field. They're walking out of the tunnel. Now the French start trotting out. And here come the Scots. Okay. Halftime is over. Let's take that off the screen, and we're ready for the second half. 13-10, Scotland out in front at the end of the first half. In a game they need. They need 3 more tries here if they want a bonus point. Otherwise, they're going to lose pace to Scotland, or to Ireland, excuse me. We are ready to get going here. Some French fans in the crowd. They've come to Scotland. These Gallic peoples. France will kick to Scotland to get this thing underway. Waiting for the word from Nick Barry to get started here. Second half action about to get underway from Murray Field in Scotland. People bought those little earpieces with a radio broadcast on. I had those for the World Cup in 2011 in New Zealand. They were awesome. Here's the kick. Jalibert kicks it down inside the 22. Scotland has it there. Dempsey with the carry. Ruck is formed. Ben White at the back of that thing. Call to use it. White will box kick this. He does. It's going to go over midfield, taken over there by Ramos. Ramos over the midfield line. Charging forward. Driven down to about the 10-meter line. Close to that touch line. Nearly driven to touch, but Luku's able to dig it out of there. And Jalibert has it now. France with the ball. Nice tackle there by Pierre Schumann and Jack Dempsey. France still with the ball. Luku comes to the near side. Ball's high into the air. Chase is on by Ficou. Who's going to get this? Patterson knocks it on. And France has it. They're playing a knock-on advantage. Oh, Scotland stole it, so I guess it wasn't a knock-on. Scotland has the ball. Wow, George Turner now with the carry, but the French are there. Not much happening here. Now they're going to clear it back. Finn Russell looking for some space, going to head it to the 22. It bounces into the 22, chased down there by Ramos. He'll kick it from inside his 22, looking for touch on the near side, and he finds it. It's like Andy Christie, excuse me. Andy Christie has come on to the game. He won the turnover. So Andy Christie is into the game for Scotland. George Turner will do the line out for Scotland. They go short and they go to Christie. Call to use it once. The maul is going nowhere. And so Ben White comes over. He gets it. Box kicks it over the top. The chase is on by Duhan van der Merwe. And he meets Ramos after he hits the ground and drives him in a touch. What a tackle by Duhan van der Merwe. People were playing like the game is still live, but that ball was dead. It'll be a line out to Scotland. Oh, they're saying it was a Scotland hand that knocked it out, so France gets the line out. I didn't see that. Movaka to throw it in for France. Yeah, what happened there? Bounce off a Scotland player. Line out successful, but they drop it and knock it on, and Scotland has the ball. Pierre Schoeman picks it up and drives forward. Xander Fagerson now with the ball. The big boy's carrying it. Ben White goes over the middle. Tupatolo over there. Grant Gilchrist now. Tackle release. Oh, nice carry there. Scotland trying to get something going here. Going to go back to the other side. Finn Russell, a little kick over the top. What's he going to get as a chase is on? Oh, Ramos with a top flight game comes over and kicks it. Patterson now with the ball outside the 10-meter line. Avoids Ramos' tackle and then is taken down. Fiku is there. Ben White for Scotland feeds. Oh, and it's dropped and knocked on by Scotland. Oh, who was that? Scotland knocks it on. Scrum to Scott Cummings dropped that. First time he called his name the whole game and he drops the ball. 44 minutes and we're in the second half here. 13-10 Scotland out in front. Only 3 minutes remaining of the yellow card. They have not scored with that yellow card. Extra man and they've not scored. Scrum. This will kill another minute. France has lost 2 of their 3 lineouts. Scrum. Crouch. Bind. Set. Excuse me. France comes away with the ball from their scrum. Aldrit with the carry. He's taken down at the 10-meter line after a good carry. And they're pushed backwards here. Scotland warned to stay on side. Ball gets kicked high in the air. It looks like Finn Russell's going to get it. No, it's not. It's Kyle Rowe. Kyle Rowe dancing around, gets past 5 or 6 defenders, taken down at the 10-meter line on the Scotland side of the pitch. Finn Russell with the ball now. He's got numbers on the outside, but it's a slow pass and knocked on by Hugh Jones. No, they say it went backwards. Jones over midfield. What a nice carry. Scotland back on attack. Finn Russell kicks it high into the air. I think it's a bit too far. It's going to be inside 22. They're going to take the mark. Ramos does take the mark. A little too much air under that by Finn Russell. That'll slow things down. He didn't mean to go that far with it. He had help on the outside. He should just kicked it over the top and let his wing get the ball. A minute left on the yellow card. Ramos kicks it down the pitch. Oh! That's dangerous. Finn Russell trips over some crap laying on the field trying to catch that ball. There's a little barrier over there, takes him down. He has a huge smile. I don't think he was going to get the ball anyway. There's a water pail and a little barrier over there. Finn Russell goes down. He's got a big smile on his face. All right, we're back to real time here. 30 seconds left in the yellow card, and Scotland has not scored during this yellow card as Antonio gets set to come back in the game for the French side. Line out, George Turner throw it in for Scotland. They go deep, and the French steal it. Bad time to lose a line out. So French get their first line out steal, and they got the ball up to the 10-meter line. Christie with a tackle there. He's had a big impact so far. France now. Scott Cummings makes the tackle at the French 10-meter line. Luku to dig it out from that. The yellow card is expired. Next stoppage to play. The French will be at full strength. Ball goes high in the air. Ball's knocked backwards and then knocked down. Come on, that should be volleyball. Ball going back and forth here like table tennis. And they say no knock-ons, so keep going back. But the French kick it through. And it's fielded over here by Patterson, who kicks it outside his 22. That's going to be all the way back. Oh, that's knocked on. That's a knock-on. I don't know what he's thinking there. He did this with the ball. Wow, Jalabert knocks the ball back like that. I think he's confused about what he can do and can't do. Yeah, so the yellow card is gone now. Scotland will be inside the 22, though, with a line out. They just lost their last line out, though. 48-19 in the second half. Antonio's back in. France loses about 60 or 70 meters in that exchange. Oh, I didn't even see that BLBRA went off for injury. He's back now. Head injury assessment. 48 minutes. Tuolangi has come in the game for France. Samoan playing for France. I hate that stuff. It should be an American playing for America, a French playing for French, not a Samoan. All right, here we go. Scrum to Scotland right at the 22. Bind. Set. Ben White to put it in. He does. It comes out the back. That's a playable one. He's going to dig it out here. He goes to the middle. Here comes Scotland. Tupelotu goes over the 22 and then knocks it on. Let's kick forward. I don't think Ben White got that. Wokey is out. He did nothing in this game. I think we got some knock-ons there. I don't think there's anything here. Grounded by a French player. Okay. Okay. Five-meter scrum to blue because France knocked it back. Taken back by White into the try zone. So Scotland's going to have a 5-meter scrum here. I thought it was knocked on by Scotland. Yeah. That's a knock on there. I'm watching the replay. Scotland had a knock on by Tupatolo. And yeah, they got away with one there.
fight for France.
Played in by Blue, so goal line dropout. They changed it. All right, they got it straight now. That's the right call. That's the right call. So it's goal line kick by France now instead of a 5-meter scrum to Scotland. Tough break. They almost got away with one there. The Georgian official got it wrong. So that'll be taken over midfield by Finn Russell. Off to Jack Dempsey, who charges forward inside the 10-meter line, picks up about 14 meters. They go wide, but there's nothing out there. Oh, Tupatolo! Back to Christie. Here comes Scotland inside the 22. And they turn it over for not releasing the ball. Oh, there's a big cut on somebody's thigh out there. Aldrit's down. French captain Gregory Aldrit is down. What happened here? Where's the injury at? I don't see how he got hurt. Trying to see how Aldrit got hurt. Aldrit's lying on the turf. Clock is stopped at 48:09:48 for Aldrit's injury. I'm not sure what happened there. He didn't. His head was never hit. He was grabbing his head. 49:48. Electricity. Hey, Matthew Dixon, where you been, man? France is screwing up your Super Bowl. Seamus, how you doing? Yeah, maybe it was an elbow and we didn't see it. I'm looking at the replay again. Yeah, Tupelotu didn't release that ball, so Aldrit did a great job. He's still on the turf. Maybe he pulled something in his legs. No score so far in the second half. Excuse me. And Scotland threatening here, but they turned the ball over. Looks like another substitution coming. This guy looks like a tall oak of a tree. Who is this? God, that guy's huge. Bezuidenhout. Aldrit's coming off. So he's going to come off, be replaced by this guy. I don't recognize him, but he is huge oak of a man. But Aldrit is still getting treatment on the pitch here at 49:48 in the second half. I don't know what they're treating, though. Is it his leg? It's hard to see. There's a lot of guys out there around him. His teammates coming over there. Damien Pinot concerned about him, along with Cyril Bael. Here's another substitute coming. We're getting a new scrum half. Number 22, Le Garec comes in. I think he'll come in for Luku, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Maxime Luku goes off. Yeah, they're treating his leg. Oh, it's his leg. They're putting an air cast on his leg. What the heck happened there? So Luku's off, replaced by Le Garec. Plays at Rossi 92. Let's see this again. Oh, his leg's cut open here. Boy, they wrapped his leg up here. I hope he's all right. Greg Aldrit going to go off the pitch here. Hope he's okay. That was that's what it was. His leg is cut open. All his teammates coming over. Tap him on the head. He's going to go off on a stretcher on a golf cart, taking Greg Aldrit off here in the second half. Crowd standing on their feet to applaud. I hope he's going to be okay. That was a pretty ugly looking cut there. I don't see how, I didn't see how the injury occurred. His leg is completely wrapped up, mobilized it, and the medical crew holding his leg in place, even on the cart, as they take him off the pitch. This is devastating injury for France. Incredibly talented Gregory Aldrit. I hope he's okay. He looks to be positive, but I don't know how serious that is. So France with a couple substitutions, do scrum half in the game. They're going to kick the ball down the pitch, and it finds touch. So that's going to be right at midfield. Line out successful for France. They're into them all. Julien Marchand in the game now. Man who is out in the World Cup. So Mavaka's out. Got that injury against the All Blacks and took him out of the World Cup. Big loss for France in that World Cup. Ball comes to the near side. They also didn't have Willemse for part of that World Cup. France now on the near side here, trying to work the ball down there on the Scotland side of the pitch. Ball carried there by Jonathan Dante. The first time he's actually touched the ball that I can recall. Jalibert with a carry. Finn Russell trying to get in there for the tackle. France goes wide. They've got some numbers out there. Scotland's able to slow it down and react. Ball's kicked through the gap. The chase is on. France may get there. Patterson saves the day, but he's back in the try zone. Oh, Scotland at their goal line here. Where's the ball? France really putting pressure on there. Nick Barry telling the French to stay inside. Ficou creeping up offside. Finn Russell trying to clear this. Does he find touch? He does, but what's the angle? Oh, under a lot of pressure, Finn Russell from a tough angle gets it out to about 22 meters. This is brilliant. It's a great kick there by Damien Penaud. Patterson, brilliant. What a brilliant job by this young player. He is playing above his age, his skill level here. Patterson, this guy is a rising talent. I'm telling you, his performance in this game under a massive amount of pressure. Patterson looks very good as a young rugby player. Brilliant stuff. Kept that from being a try. So 52 minutes into the contest now. It's a line out to France at the 22. Successful. They've got it. Oh, it's knocked on. It's knocked on by France. Whoa. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on here now. Ah, definitely a knock on there. So, Jonathan Dante's one that knocked that ball on. It's a terrible pass at its shoelaces. Not really his fault. But he and Rory Darge got a little scrappy there afterwards. It'll be a scrum to Scotland. Their last scrum went poorly. They gave a turnover late in the first half, which cost them a try. No score so far. 13 minutes into the second half. Gregor Townsend up in the booth for Scotland. Crouch. Behind. Set. And we're going to restart this thing. So Scotland gets a free kick. And it's going to go down to 22. It's going to bounce inside the 22 where it'll be picked up down there by Penaud. Thomas Ramos brings it up. Oh, it's stripped. Scotland has it. Another unforced error on the French. Or was it stripped? Wow, France is going to give up a good 70 meters here. Ramos took a risk here. Yeah, it was stripped from Penaud. It's Hugh Jones with a big strip there. Tupatolo comes over with a big congratulatory hug with the French coaching staff not happy up in the booth. So another scrum here. 9 handling errors for France thus far, 6 for Scotland. Robert says, tough game. Here we go. Crouch. Bind. Set. And I'm going to reset it. Went straight down. 54-40 in the game. 13-10. No score so far in the second half. Scotland needs to get a try here. Get a little bit of breathing space. France is too close for comfort. Let's see what I have in Super Bro. I have Scotland winning this game. I think it was by 3 or 5. I can't recall. I have Scotland by 5. So if it ended like this, it'd be perfect for me. Yep. Last week I had Scotland by 3 and they won by 1. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ben White to put it in for Scotland. And there's an advantage for Scotland on the scrum. They go midfield. Tupatolo to Hugh Jones. Hugh Jones approaching the 22. They go wide. Ben White. They got help. There's Patterson inside the 22. He gets the offload away. Duan Fundamental with a carry now. Rory Darge. They come wide. Hugh Jones to the 22. Well, that was way offside by France, rushing up there. Pierre Schumann with the carry. Hugh Jones dancing, but not getting past the French. Are we going to come back for the penalty or not? Guess not. It's a long penalty advantage. We're going to come back now. Offside here. Ooh, Jalibert's called for offside. This is a makeable penalty here for Scotland. Will they take the points? Will they take the points? Yeah, I'm sure they'll take the points here. Yeah, they're going to go for the points. Yeah, they're going for the shot. You can't pass this up because that's, you get ahead by, an unconverted try. So, a lot of penalties there on the French. Jalibert called for offside. And I called it. Said he was clearly offside. So Finn Russell to try to convert this. It's 13-10. No points so far in 17 minutes of the second half. This will be the first points if Russell's able to pull this off. Here's the kick. There it is, 16-10. Scotland goes in front. So France replaces this entire front row now. Restart inside the 22, taken down there by Scotland. Oh, and the turf makes the tackle as he slips on the grass. Ruck is formed. Cyril Bile is out, replaced by Talfanua. Aldegari is in. Ramos gets it. Ramos gets it his 10-meter line, kicks it high in the air. He's going to give chase. But that's taken by Finn Russell. Good high ball coverage there. So Scotland with the ball. Gilchrist. 58-32. Ruck is formed once again. Ben White going to roll it back. Dig it out of there. Go for the box kick. Call to use it. And that goes over midfield. Taken over there by the new scrum half. Oh, no, by heel. Yeah, Legaric. Nolan Legaric. French with the ball still over midfield. On the far side of the pitch, Scotland adjusting their defense. See, right here's where YouTube's telling me to put an ad in. I'm not doing it. Approaching the last quarter of the game here. Tackle, release. Ball's available. And Legarek trying to dig it out, the Racing 92 player. Kicks it high in the air. It's going to go inside the 22 or thereabouts. Oh, wow. Finn Russell, what a great job on the high ball. Brilliant stuff. Counter ruck from the French. Need some help here, boys. Finally, Scotland picks it up. Xander Fagerson saves the day over there. Dempsey now with a carry. Boy, the Scotland nearly had a devastating mistake right there. My goodness. It's over the top from the Scotland scrum half to midfield, taken by Ramos. He'll come up to midfield, and he'll be met there by Scotland's defense. Tackle release. Ball's available. Legarek comes to the middle. Come back to the middle. Ball's kicked high into the air by Jalibert. It's going to be a high ball for Patterson. Nicely done, Patterson. He's hit as he comes to the ground. What a brilliant job by this young kid, Patterson. Harry Patterson has been brilliant today. He's my man of the match thus far. Pierre Schumann carries the ball forward. Scotland now not really getting anywhere. Stuart Hogue gone. Blair Kinghorn not here anymore. Oh, Kyle Sten's wife went in labor. That's why he's not here today. So France has it after it's kicked down the pitch by Scotland. Pierre Schumann with a tackle there. Julien Marchand, the hooker replacement, who was injured in the World Cup in that game against the All Blacks. They come to the near side. Fiku's tackled there by Christie. Did Christie steal it? No, he lost his footing, so he released the ball. Nice effort by Christie, though. He's really playing well since he came in. We're in the last 20 minutes of the game, folks. Ball's kicked over the top by France. It's going to go down to Finn Russell, who sends it back the other way. Oh, 50-22 is in effect, but no, it's going to stay in the field of play and go into the try zone. Almost a brilliant kick from Finn Russell there. I thought it was going to go into touch. Man, it just hit the ground wrong and stayed in. Mofana comes in for France. There's only one player left on their bench. Mofana's into the game. France makes another substitution. So it's a goal line kick. Jonathan Dante is out. From the goal, that'll go out to about midfield. Finn Russell will get on the other side of the line at midfield. He's going to kick it. Drop goal. Are you serious? No, not even close. He had the distance, but off the angle. Finn Russell went for a drop goal from the midfield. Wow. Yeah, he never had the angle even remotely. So this will be a 22 kick. Oh, what a hit. Bialy with a big hit, but Scotland holds on to the ball. Didn't see who fielded that high ball. All right. Ben White now from just on the Scotland side of the pitch. Kicks it high into the air. There's a little chase on the outside there. It's dropped by Ramos, but picked up by France. Down the sideline. They come, but there's no one to chase back there. Oh, Finn Russell does a dummy and goes back the other direction to the 22. Nicely done. And France kicks it back inside the 22. Kyle Rowe kicks it back the other way to 22. Now we're playing table tennis again. Ramos. Is it back to Rowe again, or is that Patterson? This time it's Patterson over there. People are cheering Patterson. They see what a great job he's done. And the chase is on. Ramos. This is boring, man. Inside the 22 is Finn Russell. But Nick Berry keeps yelling at the players on both sides not to rush forward. Finn Russell looking for touch. He finds it, but the French bring it into play immediately. And there's Damien Penaud on the outside. He gets up almost the 10-meter line. Good carry there, but the French are now at the 10-meter line. Defense adjusts. Le Garrigue. Antonio. I thought he was out of the game. Ball's available. No call to use it yet. Kicked high into the air by Le Garrigue, the scrum half. Taken by Finn Russell to Patterson. Patterson comes to the near side. He throws past loose on the turf. Who's got it? France or Scotland? I think Scotland came away with it. Now France. The ball's all over the place. Got a knock-on advantage for Scotland. Rory Darge comes away with it. Wow, what a mess that was. Patterson had a terrible pass. His first mistake of the game. There's a penalty there. So okay, so penalty against France here. Less than 15 minutes left. Duhan Vandermeer took a bit of a niggle there. It was an ugly thing. You know, Patterson made his first mistake game. It was a terrible pass. It bounced around on the turf. Wasn't sure who was going to get to it. And then there was a mad scramble to get the ball. Overrated, overpaid, hopeless frogs. Well, a lot of their top players aren't here. So Finn Russell kicks it down the pitch, but it's not a particularly good kick. He only gets to the France 10-meter line. So Scotland's picked up 1,026 meters from kicking France 753. So over a kilometer, 28 kicks. Now they're singing the French anthem again. This is like being in France. It's ridiculous. Line out successful for Scotland.
After the flip, Ross.
Oh, that's not France. That's the Scotland. Sorry, Scotland singing. That ball's live. It's bouncing. No one's back there. It's going to be inside of 22. Chased down there by Ben White. And he's got a chance to put in a touch. But it doesn't get there. Ramos picks it up on the sideline. No, it was the Scotland fans. I'm sorry, singing the Scottish. I said France. I meant Scotland. 67:05. So Kyle Rowe to Finn Russell from inside the 22. They're looking for touch again. And it stays in play. Ramos from the 10-meter line. That ball's picked up by Finn Russell. Oh, this is boring. Crowd is bored. Ball just tossed up dangerously. Kicked by Russell. Bounced up. We got something going on here. What's going on here? Olafon out there. So here's what happened. Finn Russell kicked it into a Scotland player. He hit Skuman. Ashman is on. So Turner's out now. New scrum half. No, excuse me, new hooker for Scotland. New hooker. 11 and a half minutes remain. It'll be a scrum. Big and noisy crowd. It is, Robert. Big and noisy crowd. This is a tough game, Debbie. It's been a close one. Macron, Scottish Gas, adverts, and Peter Vardy up hanging in the upper level between the two. 69. We're down the last 10 minutes. It's a scrum to France. Bind. Set. The French dig it out of there. They go to the short side of the pitch. Nice carry forward by Kroll. Oh, that's a forward pass. That was a forward pass. France is going to get it. That was a forward pass. It was a forward pass. No way. Biel Barre, that was a forward pass. No way. That needs to be reviewed. I called it the moment he threw it, before it even looked like a try. Has to be a forward pass. Forward pass. Wow. Well, I don't think they're going to call a forward pass. So France is going to win this game. Wow. Last 10 minutes of the game. First time they're leading. France has shown nothing in this game, and they're going to win it. Well, Ramos doesn't miss, so this should put them up 17-16 with 9 minutes remaining. Wow. France do not have any right to be leading this game at this stage. Scotland, what a choke job here. Not over, but he's going to make this. He never misses. Yep, there he goes. Perfect. 17-16. Wow. Unbelievable. What a huge defensive lapse there by the Scotland defense. Wow. High ball to the near side. Taken by Pinot at the 22. France has the ball. 8.5 minutes remain. Scotland needs a penalty here and kick it. Need a penalty here. Man. My goodness. Oh, Scotland trailing for the first time in the game now. First time they trailed in this game with less than 10 minutes left. Hepburn's gone in the game for Scotland. Crowd is into it now, folks. Listen to this crowd.
Well, the French promised a backlash.
France has the ball. Kick it down the pitch and look for some space there. Bounces into the 22. Let's keep going there. Patterson now. Skuman is out, replaced by Hepburn. Oh, Patterson does the dummy. Then he kicks it from inside his 22. Look like he's going to run up the pitch. It's a nice kick. That's going to go down to the 22. And Jalibert has to turn around and recover it. At the 22, here comes Finn Russell now. Ball bounces in front of the 22. Picked up by Jalibert at the 22. He's going to return the kick. Finn Russell again at the 22. Kicks it in a touch. 6.5 minutes remain now. Scotland had the lead. They need something here. They need a steal and get a penalty. They've been inside the 22 7 times, and they've gotten an average of 1.4 points. France been there 5 times. They got 3.4. Wow. Here we go. Julien Marchand to throw it in from the line out for France. And Scotland wins the line out. They've got it. But they're saying they touched the player in the air. No way. Oh, yep, sure did. Sure did. Sure did. Yep, sure did. It was Skinner. Skinner grabbed his arm. Good call by Nick Berry. Gilchrist is out. Clock is stopped. 74-21. Yeah, what an atmosphere, Debbie. Well, it usually is at Murray Field. It's an amazing atmosphere there normally. Now the French are singing.
Soak up the pressure.
Marchand.
Try and create something from this defensive set that gives them the opportunity to...
Wow. Okay, France with the lineup deep in Scotland's territory now because of that penalty. They didn't go for the 3 points. They want to put the death dagger into Scotland at the 22. Driving forward, they got them all. The French have got something going here. Where's the ball? They're finally tackled on the ground. They got a penalty advantage here. Penalty advantage for France. They got numbers on the outside. Here come France. Kick in the corner. No defender back there. Goes into touch. Oh, my goodness. BLBRA almost got there. Going to come back for the penalty. I'm sure they'll kick this one now. They're going for the post. Wow. They'll eat more time off the clock, and then they'll be up by 4. Wow. Scotland have to get a try now. Stupid penalty on the line out caused all of this. Dumb decision. Skinner comes in. His first action of the game, he screws up. Redpath's getting ready to come in. It's just right in front of the post. It's going to be 20. I'll just put it on the board now. Listen to these people. This isn't France, it's Scotland.
And it's sounding a bit like France right now.
Wow. Lamarssier. So it'll be 20-17 after this. No way he misses this. Yep. Wow. Scotland is toast. They're not going to score a try in the last 2 minutes, that's for darn sure. 3 minutes remaining. Unless there's a massive turnover. Now they're down by 4 points. They need an unconverted try here to win the game. Scotland has screwed the pooch here royally. They go the 10 meters. They knock it back. They get the ball. Let's go. Finn Russell to the near side. But they're at midfield. They need a try. Tupatolo now. Down the 10-meter line. They grabbed around the neck. How about a high tackle penalty right there? So Scotland with the ball. But they're going backwards. Offsides and a tackle's made by Legaric. Scotland, this isn't going to do it. 2.5 minutes remain. They need a try. They need a line break here. Suddenly, France is playing defense here. They were sloppy most of the game in defense, but they're offside. That's why they look so good all of a sudden. Leading 2016 now, France. Scotland getting a lot of phases, but no territory here. Way offside. Go, 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 go. Scotland breaks free. He needs help. Get support in there. Come on, guys. Let's go. Oh, he knocked it on. Kyle Rowe running down the pitch all by himself and then knocks it on. Oh, great work there. All the way inside the 22, but he didn't have any support runners. And then he knocked it on. Damn. Yep, he knocked it on. So France is going to have a scrum with 1.5 minutes here. Oh, Scotland needs to win a scrum. Kyle Rowe nearly saved Scotland's bacon there, but he didn't. Clock is stopped. This is going to come back to Scotland not getting those points in that try in that first half and turning it over on the scrum. A minute 21 seconds remain. It'll be a scrum to France. Scotland has to get a scrum win here. Crowd is into it again.
Create something. Can they get there?
Crouch. Bind. Set. Scotland needs to scrum here. And they're pushing hard. They're pushing hard, but no penalty. So France comes away with it with 1 minute left. Down to the last minute. Scotland needs a turnover. They knock it loose. Finn Russell knocks the ball loose. He's got it at the 5-meter line. Scotland has the ball. They need a try. Pick and go. Come on, boys. Scotland, in the last 45 seconds, has the ball inside the 5-meter line. They need a try here. Desperate to win this game. Pick and go by Xander Ferguson. Pick and go. Don't get held up. Place the ball. Place the ball. It's there. Scotland again. They go to the near side. Skinner. Somebody get in there. Finn Russell comes in. 1 meter away. Scotland. 15 seconds left. Half a meter. Oh, Duhan van der Merwe nearly gets in. He stopped again. He's in. He's in. Is he over? Is it down? Short. Inches away. Scotland. He's over. They've got it. But no call from the officials. He says it's held up. Oh, he's going to check it. Nick Berry can't see it. They're going to go. It all comes down to the TMO. We just went over 80 minutes. It all comes down to TMO.
I want you to check to see the other angles to make sure the ball hasn't touched the ground. At the moment, my decision is on field, no try.
That's a huge
Okay,
statement.
Nick, so on-field decision is held up.
That's right.
I'm going to work through
I couldn't
as
see
many
it.
as I can to see if we've got
Thank
anything.
you.
Okay, here we go. Let's hope for Scotland's sake there's an angle that they have it on. No, there it is right there. It's down. It's a try. That's a try, baby. That's a try. Here's the better angle. There it is. There it is. That's a try. That's a try. Yeah, he's past the boot. You can see the end of the boot. That's on the ground. That's a try. You get your move, one move. There is compelling evidence. It is compelling. That's where the try is right there. No, the boot can't be under the ball. You see it's already kicked away.
Hang on, there's one more that I just want to check. Just stand by.
Why do you need to check one more? We already see that it's a try. This is a try. If Scotland doesn't get this try, it's a try. And then it's down. You can see it on the ground. That's a try. No doubt about it. Come on. This better be a try.
The ball was initially on the foot, and then it's gone and grounded in goal. So I need to change my on-field decision to a try.
Try!
Nick, I just need definitive evidence of the ball on the ground.
It is definitive evidence. Are you blind?
To go back onto that angle just to see, can I clearly see the ball on the ground?
I can. Nick Berry is about to award the try. It's clear that it's on the ground. What's with this TMO? Yeah, and?
Roll that once more, please.
Oh! Come on. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
For certain, I don't have clear enough.
Unbelievable. We can all see it's on the ground.
If you don't have conclusive evidence, I need to stick with my on-field decision. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, no. Scotland is robbed.
One more.
On the foot. It checked all camera angles. There is no conclusive evidence to say
Bull.
try.
That's bullshit. Scotland was just robbed. Unbelievable. 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 Nick Berry was saying that that was a try. Unbelievable. What a crock of manure. What an absolute crock of manure. Scotland has just been cheated in the Six Nations royally by pathetic TMO. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Unbelievable. That's it. What a performance by Harry Patterson. First time I ever seen him out there. France wins this game 20-16. Completely robbing, utter nonsense. Royally cheated is right. They were cheated. Scotland cheated here. Horrible. It's obvious the ball is on the ground. I don't know what planet he's on. You can see it on the ground. You can see the boot is kicked away. There's nothing under the ball except grass. Unbelievable. The TV announcer saying the officials have a very tough job. Nonsense. That was an easy job. Easy to make that decision. All right, folks, that's going to be it. We'll knock it off here. Thanks for tuning in. Incredible disappointment here to see Scotland cheated at Murrayfield. This is another problem with World Rugby. It's got some serious issues here. No compelling evidence. That was compelling evidence. It was quite clear that that was a try. Nick Berry, I won't fault him for not seeing the try. With all those legs in it was difficult to see it, so he can't award it if he doesn't see it. And he said on-field decision, but he can overrule that TMO. He should have looked at that and said, see, I can see it on the ground. He can overrule the TMO. Anyway, let's check the French forward pass. Yeah, that was, you're talking about on the try. Yes, that was a forward pass. I'm the only person screaming forward pass. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, the announcer's now saying it must be a try. It was a clear decision. It should have been a try. Yeah, no, it's total crap. France gets a win that they do not deserve, and they stay in it, and Scotland now is in trouble. They should have won this game. That's a shame. So Ireland will win the Six Nations, hands down, no doubt about it. Yeah, it's very poor decision-making, very blind television match official. He obviously had bias going into this. Anyway, that's it, folks. Thanks for being here. We'll catch you next time. And, wow. All right, have a good day. Cheers. Thanks.